course it starts to rain. Of course it does, because why not? Because why not? But the good news is Nalui has just extracted herself a lovely fossil, and it seems like it is a perfectly preserved mustache, which is absolutely hilarious. And it's also worth 100 nice simoleons. So we might actually do something with that in a little bit in the matter of having some money so that we can carry on with our adventures. But for now, my friends, something very important is happening. Something that Nalui is kind of pretending she doesn't see. And then let's also see if I can. I'm going to have her just like practice her analysis while she pretends to be annoyed at the rain. Thankfully, it's just a light rainstorm, not one of the thunderstorms that sometimes makes her a little bit afraid. And then we've got a little bit of a playful development here, because even though he has no right whatsoever to think that he can go ahead and smoothly make this evening work in any regards, that's Zuko Pinkipo's personality. Persistent, prickly, a little bit like a pufferfish mixed with a teddy bear, which is an interesting mix, yes, especially when you add in his slobby lack of ambition in anything. However, he can probably make this work. Probably. Do you have any fish that, nope, we have sold all of his fish. Do we have any, we don't even have any frogs we can go ahead and do anything with. Ukapinipo, you're gonna need to start thinking about the money aspect of things if you really want to like impress Nalui here. But why don't you set up a picnic? We did have a lot of garden salad, we had a lot of plants in the area. So let's actually have him set up a little picnic with Nalui here in the rain in the evening after Leo has gone ahead and we're finally back to his family home getting some shut-eye after the chaos that has been me ending up with a lot of new personal gameplay rules and some very interesting new additions to our permanent Sims 4 lore that I will be sharing with all of you in just a second here. But I'm gonna reveal something very personal to you guys. You see, I identify a lot with Nalui. I identify with her a lot, and I personally think that she's a workaholic. She's a little bit of a workaholic. And so it's really hard for her to relax. And you may be asking yourself, well, are you going to set up the picnic, or is this going to... Okay, come on. Yeah, okay, that's really not very ambitious, Ukapinipo. Is that what it looks like when you have them set up a picnic? He literally has spoiled mangosteen and pineapple in his inventory that looks more appealing than that. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Oh dear. I'm going to say he picked it up from like a shop on the way home because, oh boy. Oh, that's so sad. That's a sad salad. Oh, now I have to make a salad to eat today. No doubt sharing much of the lettuce with my beloved baby guinea pigs. Just to make up for how sad this salad is, because it's a bit of a tragedy. Ukapinipo, are you stealing all of the pieces again? Are we seriously leaving the picnic area? Oh, well. Okay, look, this is not going the way I thought it would. So the sad salad just got even sadder. And like, now that he's taken off the edge of his hunger, no. We're going back over here. We're gonna watch the stars with Nalui. Excuse me, Ukapinipo, hold up. I just think I saw something quite interesting. Oh, I see. Could you explain yourself for just a second, sir? Oh, okay. Oh my word. Oh my word. Okay, we've got some things to look at for the attraction levels in a little bit here. But I'm trying to tell y'all about our workaholic girl, Nalui, and how it's been a few days ever since they came here to Enamorada, doing their best to go ahead and try to help out with the axolotls. Nalui's been feeling a little bit out of place. She's been searching for the familiarity that she's used to really being able to just sink herself deeply into a project that makes sense to her. Something that she understands. And it's been difficult. She's been a bit frustrated with Ukapanipo as time has gone on because he just doesn't seem to get it. He doesn't seem to understand that she needs to help. She needs to be able to have a sense of purpose for being here. No, it's also very, very confusing to be in a new land. This is after she lost her memory, the first time she's been on the mainland, and it's thrown her off more than she cares to admit, not to be near her beloved ocean. She is a child of the islands and a child of the ocean after all, and it has been making her pretty lost, not being able to figure out what she wants to do with herself and what she should be doing. After all, normally her job as the master of marine affairs would involve surveying the ocean floor and interacting with dolphins. And if we're not counting the interesting squeaks Ukapanipo can make at very interesting times, we don't have any dolphins here. We just have tiny little finned axolotls that, to be honest, Nalui thought she was going to be able just to swing in and take care of, no problem. And instead, she's found herself currently feeling pretty confident because at least I think because she's outside and she's feeling good in her outfit. And I think she's remembering how nice it feels to be like out, just out. Because Ukapanipo did get that like loves the outdoors trait yesterday. So I like the idea that kind of ties together with him reminding her like, hey, okay, the stars aren't out right now. But it's beautiful out here. Feels good to be outside. And we're also getting a little bit closer at appreciating. Let's see. Romantic satisfaction changed? Ukapanipo's romantic satisfaction with Nilly has changed based on his turn on and turn offs. Okay. Are you okay? Wait. What does that mean for this current situation? Are we feeling good about what's happening here then? Like, attraction is fine. He's attracted to her, but not very attracted. Wow, okay. Well, we'll keep an eye on that, but it looks like they're enjoying a nice snuggle. But what I'm trying to say here, friends, is you may be wondering, what is the secret of Ukapanipo? What is it about him that makes it so that, let's see, can he share food 2 times? Do we have the food to share? Oh, what's this? Oh, the ask to snuggle is something she can do. All right. That's adorable. But moral of the story, do you remember when he claimed the lifetime aspiration point reward of being a professional slacker? That was very recently. Just a few moments ago, really. It was the moment when Nalui looked over her shoulder and realized, wait a second, here she is, stressed out, confused, feeling a little bit lost with the world, and trying so hard to make all of these official things work, trying so hard to understand an entirely foreign species to her, the axolotl, in an entirely foreign place, struggling to try to outrun her anxiety over the fact that she's missing a lot of her previous life's memories. Who knows what she would have done differently if she still had those memories? Who knows if she would be able to actually accomplish all of the projects she keeps setting out for herself if she had had those old memories? She doesn't, though. And so instead, she's been left trying to piece it together. She really tried to brute force it at first. And she's still doing a good job of working with Leo at coming up with some professional ideas that we can move our research forward with. But when it comes to enjoying life, that's the big secret. That's the big secret for why Nalui actually is super attracted and in love with Ukapanipo. Because to balance out her sense of loss of identity, to balance out the sense of trying to contextualize where she is and who she is in the world, we have Ukapanipo, the merman who could care less about any of those things, and instead just cares about being happy on a day-to-day professional slacker basis, where he believes that things will just work out. And if they don't, then he'll make them work out. And otherwise, he should just enjoy life. A nice rainy night where I think that his hydration is through the roof because he's enjoying the rain. And I think she's finally gotten to the point in life where she can enjoy the rain as well, with as long as there's no thunder. And he does use his mermaid powers to clear away thunderstorms because she does indeed have some trauma from, you know, the last thing she remembers before washing up on shore on an island in season 1 was this giant storm. So she does get pretty scared by that. But here we are. And can we have him share chocolate strawberries with Louie right here? Because that would be adorable. But that, I'd like to say, is why she became so happy when he got that professional slacker thing. And she looked around herself, thinking about all of the anxiousness she was putting herself through trying to figure out this axolotl thing. And she could rely on Ukapanipo to go ahead and cut to the chase and just focus on what makes things happy. Louie and Ukapanipo are both very satisfied in their relationship. Well, in this state, their romantic relationship will slowly increase over time automatically. Yay! I have no idea how that's gonna work out, but they're feeling pretty, like, full of camaraderie right now. Oh, I love how it just took her not being angry. Oh, very satisfied. Oh, maintain this through romantic interactions that cater to each sim's turn-ons and turn-offs, and avoid the romance-style turn-offs. Yes, also be mindful not to be mean or violate any romantic boundaries. Romantic boundaries. This sim is open to reconsidering romantic boundaries if asked by another sim. Do we have any? Ah, there's the romantic boundaries. Oh, okay. So, glad to see that. Oh, is that's so cute. I thought they were gonna sit down on the picnic blanket to share this, like, strawberry, which is why I was having him do it. Oh, that's adorable. That actually seems to be working. But anyway, there's my long ramble about how she can actually relax, because he really is focused on just the things that make him happy, the things that make her happy. Romantic Explorer is the thing he's focused on. And at first, you know, Louie was feeling frustrated that he wasn't helping with the whole axolotl thing the way that she'd been hoping. But to be honest, Leo's a fantastic, logical, like, partner in that, and it is his project. And the fact that Ukapanipo, who is a merman, is nowhere near the ocean and has stayed here by her side to at least just be present. Now that she's remembering, she's just feeling confident from feeling so physically good too. Otherwise, she's doing pretty good, but she's not feeling very flirty compared to everything else, which is so funny. I was trying to see if I could help him out here. Poor Ukapanipo is just like, hello everybody, hello Louie. And I guess we'll have to work on the share food later. But for now, all right. Well, I think we got their relationship onto a better level. Oh, she can ask him about his day. That's kind of bland, but I feel like they've gotten off to a bit of a better start. Interest, small talk. Sometimes I wish when it was possible. You really like? Is it friendly then? Oh my word. Is it just straight up ask about day? There we go. Oh, he gave her a little kiss. Oh, and make another sim happy? I mean, I would try to help you out with that, Louie. He wants to do... Let's keep it light. This nice bit of small talk from Louie, it has Ukapanipo thinking. Sometimes the simpler things are worth appreciating. It's perfect. He likes small talk. We're gonna go with that. Because he likes the simpler things in life. That's literally why we're explaining what her attraction to him is and how she's starting to feel better and a little calmer after how chaotic everything has been because of him. And then he's like, all right, I'll keep it really, really, really simple then. He still wants to have a dream date, but I think he's tired. Do a dance workout, level up cooking level. You know what? I think he's tired. Oh, she wants to go to the beach from being a child of the islands. Well, unfortunately, there's no beach here, my dear. However, I think she does want to make another sim happy. How? Until they become happy. I think it's probably easiest to do that with Leo. Now, I think we'll go ahead and we shall allow these two to go to bed. Let's see. Ooh, and actually, I have an idea. I wonder if Nalui could possibly have more of these axolotls. Let's try this out. Let's see, now that they've been talking, and now that he likes to keep it light, but now that she's thinking about the beach, she's not really feeling flirty. She's feeling kind of confident, fearless. You know what? I don't think she would actually go ahead and try to foist more axolotls off on him at the moment, because, you know, he literally just likes to keep things simple. So maybe she's thinking she'll just primarily work with Leo when it comes time to go ahead and let's get some sleep. Maybe she will leave Ukapanipo out of this axolotl business just for the minute. However, I will have him go ahead and breed some frogs so that he can query them later for things that he might be able to discover. And then, can we breed any new types of axolotls? Nalui, you've got wild copper, green copper, and gold. Did I not have any pinks with you? I think I took all of her pinks out to, like, decorate around the area. But let's try gold and pink, maybe? Maybe if I start keeping track. Gold? And we do have a new type! We have a lavender axolotl now! Oh my gosh, yes! Okay, that's a sign. I think the Louie would absolutely take that as a sign. I can't believe that. Like, yeah, she wouldn't make Ukapanipo participate in the axolotls at the moment because she finally relaxed for a minute, just kind of caught her breath, and we ended up finally finding one of the missing axolotls. Kind of a good night for her, I think. And I think she'd be feeling... Can you not get over to your bed, my dear? Or were you just thinking about it? She's not even feeling that angry anymore. She's actually feeling pretty hilarious from just sharing those vibes with Ukapanipo. Ah, that makes me feel a lot better about a lot of things. Alright, well, and of course the rain stops now that they go inside, but at least Ukapanipo got to enjoy the rain as a merman for a minute. But I like where that suddenly transitioned. We might even consider changing Nalui's unflirty personality trait that she picked up at some point. But I mean, she is feeling super confident, but we'll keep an eye on that. She's supposed to be kind of like a romance sim obsessed with romance. But maybe that'll be a fun thing to make as a reward for Ukapanipo. I think there's even... Maybe that's it. Maybe we can like kind of help Nalui relax and earn her regard by getting the retrading potion for her. Just, and not saying we're trying to change who she is with that, but just to use it as a little gameplay mechanic of showing him trying to come up with ways to support her during these endeavors. I love that idea. And I also love that we ended up with the lavender axolotl because, oh my gosh, it's so hard. It's so hard to get these axolotls. However, now I think that we're going to be breeding them in 2 groups at least. We'll make a little bit more progress. I feel so relieved about that. And I think Ukapanipo is feeling good about the romance that he was able to pull off tonight. Just, I really love the way that he doesn't get tense. Both he and Nalui have the special trait from their time on the islands where they're laid back and they don't get tense. However, Nalui can overwhelm herself, which is why I self-identify with her a lot. And Ukapanipo being able just to like jump out in the rain and instead of being like, oh no, it's raining, just immediately started celebrating like, yeah, I'm gonna, like, let's look at the clouds and see if we see any stars between them. And then nibbling some like mostly old chocolate strawberries that he had in his pockets with her. That's really fitting. Little froggy! Oh, I didn't know they jumped out of those lily pads. That's adorable. So, I am so relieved we managed that, and I'm really looking forward to the way that Nalui and Leo are starting to think about creating more opportunities around the world to teach people about the natural world, to have little stations with different plant types and different research stations set up. Why are you being swarmed by bees? Are there bees in the walls? Why is there dust over here? Huh. We'll check in with that too. But speaking of bees in the walls and speaking of plants, I told y'all we got some gameplay stuff, right? Some big gameplay stuff I've been doing too. Yeah, we do. We do. So, Nalui, Leo gave me that idea of creating little stations where we can try to even hide that tiny microscope and make it so people can learn logic about whatever we kind of discover in the world in terms of like the climates and things. I love that. I love the idea of having little knowledge stations, and there's even a really wonderful set of mods that might make it so that we can make those spots even more interactive, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit, because we'll end off today very happy that their relationship is looking better. Very happy that I've finally completed a huge project. I got distracted and I knew it was going to happen, and I was trying really hard not to do too much, but instead, nearly 100, in fact it's over 100 now, plants later. Friends, I have sorted all of the official Sims 4 plants and all of Brazen Lotus's modded plants into different climates to match each of the Sims 4 worlds. The raw data is still in a giant spreadsheet that I'm going to make tidier. This is the slightly tidied up version on my Millinotes page that is private, but we'll talk more about that in a second. And this is what I was doing behind the scenes that got me distracted, because what kind of plants? I was overwhelmed with the options, and it turns out having over 100 plants between the official and modded plants. Yes, I see why I was overwhelmed now. But what type of plants could we expect to go ahead and plant as harvestables if we were going to add in plants to, to Ciudad Enamorada, which I just like, I like calling it like enamored or enamorada. Enamorada. I'll practice. I'm sorry. I literally failed Spanish 3 times in university. I can't do it if it looks like English letters, but boy, I'm good at Japanese. Or at least better at Japanese. Anyway, I went through every single official plant, and then all of Brazen Lotus's modded plants. She's one of my favorite mod authors. I also have modded plants from Icy Munmun and King Zace, who does aquatic plants. I will show you guys hopefully soon. Especially because the aquatic plants I thought would be perfect because we have a merman and because we're working with axolotls. And I did it. Researched each one of the different plants. What kind of climate do they like to grow in? What kind of soil? What kind of climate, soil, and weather would each of the Sims 4 worlds, official and the destination, have? How would I arrange all of that? How do I know where to find those plants? As official or as modded? Here's a peek at the answer. This is just one neighborhood from the data I have collected that I have finally put together. Now, forever after, in my Sims 4 lore and Sims 4 world, I will know that in Enamorada, the climate has warm to hot summers and mild winters, mimicking the climate, by the way, of Mexico City, which is a highland temperate climate. It's kind of like highland subtropical-ish. Well, this is where I've been. This is what happened. I'm glad I finally completed it because this was distracting me and I had to do it. But I have sorted everything so we have the climate for this neighborhood. I'm figuring out if I want there to be official personal gameplay rules. Currently there's none, but maybe in the future there could be different clubs or guilds that could have different plants that make that plant really populous in these cities or in these Sims 4 worlds in their neighborhoods. Maybe there's an official national or city plant. Maybe some of the Sims 4 worlds are in the same nation, so they share the same national plant between them. And then what about if the different neighborhoods or Sims 4 worlds have different festivals at different times of year dedicated to a certain plant or a flower? Those are the kinds of things that might become gameplay rules that I'll have that would make it so that then when you come into Imnorada, you might find like a whole bunch of sugarcane or something like that. If like the city was, their official plant was sugarcane, or their official plant was like the bird of paradise, and you just would see little like garden boxes of it everywhere, and that might be available for sale in quite a few different places, and we might have a little festival somewhere on our calendar that we would dedicate to that. So that's kind of what I mean by official plants, or like, you know, like some sort of national or city plant. And then official Sims 4 plants that would grow here have been listed. This is not all the plants in The Sims 4. Oh no, just the ones that would possibly grow best in an Amrata. Everything, believe it or not, from apples to basil, daisy, grapes, lemons, cowberries, because they love a lovely tropical biome, jungly stuff. All of the maryberry, gutberry, vimberry, flutterberry, seriberry, museberry, razzleberry, chocoberry sort of things. Then we've got the mushrooms from cottage living. We have got avocados, black beans, dahlias, begonias, pineapple, taro root, soybeans, and mandrakes. All of these carefully researched to see if they would, in some cases with a little bit of extra help, be happy growing in this climate. Yes, that's what I got distracted by. And then I had to go through all the modded plants. This is just a fraction of the modded plants available from Braz and Lotus that we've got installed. Everything from cucumber to honeydew melon, which would really love this climate, believe it or not, passion fruit, cinnamon, sugarcane, tea leaves, mangoes, grapefruit, oranges, jalapeno peppers, many different varieties of bell pepper, chili peppers, limes, tea leaves again. Like, that's what I was doing. That's what got me caught up. My wrist hurts from all of the typing. But I was working on that, and I'm still going through Icy Munmun and King's Ace's plants as well. Eventually there will be a little tab for each of the neighborhoods so that next time I'm like, I wonder what we should grow in the area. I can pull this up and I can realize, oh wow, dahlias actually enjoy this climate. Let's make a little group of dahlias. Or maybe, why don't we go ahead and we could have a cute little spot that's just covered in like a little fig section that has a cute bench under it that people can go ahead and sit at. I know that seems completely over the top, but those kinds of personalized gameplay things are indeed what I feel make for more enriching, immersive gameplay. And guess what? Once I get the World Anvil wiki put together, the World Anvil community is amazing, by the way, and I've been lurking it for months and have finally decided it'll take a lot of time, but it would be a permanent, wonderfully put together place where, if everything goes well, we might be able to actually come on in and we might be able to have somewhere to read all of these stories of our Sims, to find all of the gameplay rules and data, and to keep track of everything neatly. That's ambitious. For now, at least, I have these notes. But thank you for letting me ramble about that. That's what I was up to. And now that that's out of the way, and now that we finally have an amazing little lavender axolotl that almost makes me want to cry because I'm so relieved. Oh my gosh, the relationship panel was like all heart-shaped. I don't even know what that's about. Well, I finally have hope again, friends. I have hope. I think we might make it after all. And hopefully at a better pace next time. So I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.